What's up guys, I'm back once again to show you some of the hot mods of the week, and in this week's episode we have a brand new sound replacer mod, as well as several brand new weapon mods. And speaking of weapon mods, the first one we're going to take a look at is Select Rapid Machine Gun, and you can acquire this weapon from the abandoned bar and grill in between East City Downs and Nordhagen Beach. Now, I had no idea what to expect when picking up this weapon, so this was a bit of a surprise. After picking it up, you'll then be able to craft it at a chem station. But anyway, in terms of upgrades, you have the choice of 19 receivers, 5 barrels, 6 stocks, 5 magazines, 11 sights, 4 muzzles, 10 metal finishes, and finally 10 different accent colours. Now this is the 6th weapon in the select weapon range, and I have to say that this one is most likely my favourite. It just feels so natural in the game. We're all so used to these modern weapons in Fallout 4 that having one that is somewhat lore friendly just makes it that much more special. But anyway, let's move on to the next mod. Now the next mod I have for you is HK-USP.45 Sound Revamp, and of course what this mod is going to do is take the HK-USP.45 and replace its firing sound with a new and improved one, and this is what that's going to sound like. So if you're a fan of the USP.45 and you're looking to make your weapon a bit more interesting, then maybe this mod is worth a download. And the second weapon mods for this week's episode is the BT APC9 and the MP9 Combo, and you can acquire both of these from a chem station under the weapons B&T section for a small amount of crafting materials and requiring gun nut too. So let's start things off with the APC9, and in terms of upgrades you have the choice of 14 receivers, 5 left rail attachments, 14 lower rail attachments, 3 barrels, 2 mags, 15 grips, an amazing 21 sights, 2 stocks, 5 right rail attachments, an insane 17 muzzles, 3 ammunition types, 2 sprinting animations, and finally 11 damage options to balance the weapon. Now this has to be one of the most customizable weapon mods that I've seen for a very long time, and that is not the only selling point for this weapon, as it's also going to feature fully custom animations, models and textures, and have full compatibility with tactical reload. But anyway, let's move on to the MP9, and in terms of upgrades you have the choice of 14 receivers, 2 sprinting animations, 1 handguard, 2 magazines, an amazing 21 sights, 3 stocks, 2 muzzles, 3 ammunition types, 10 damage options to balance the weapon, and finally 4 materials. Now just like the APC9, the MP9 is also going to feature fully custom animations, models and textures, and have full compatibility with tactical reload. As well as this weapon is also just as much fun to use as the previous one. So by downloading this mod, you're actually getting 2 fantastic weapon mods for the price of one. And the last thing I have to say about this mod is it's going to come in 3 files, a 2K file, a 4K file, and an optional update file to fix various bugs. Now, as fun and as customizable as the APC9 and MP9 are, what if they could be better? And with this next mod, we're going to be doing just that with the BT Armory Project, and what this mod is going to do is add a few new grips, foregrips, sights and attachments to the APC9 and MP9. But anyway, I think we've spent enough time looking at these 2 weapons in particular, so let's move on to the next mod. And the final weapon mod for this week's episode is the QBZ191, and you can acquire this weapon by heading to a chem station and looking under the QBZ section. Here you can craft the weapon for a small amount of crafting materials and requiring gun nut 2. And in terms of upgrades, you have the choice of 14 receivers, 5 left rail attachments, 10 upper rail attachments, 5 stocks, 8 barrels, 5 pistol grips, 2 equip animations, 2 types of ammunition, 12 magazines, an amazing 20 sights, 4 lower rail attachments, 5 right rail attachments, 6 muzzles, 2 recon scopes, 6 damage options, and finally 13 materials. Now, it really didn't take very long for me to realise that this is one of the most fun weapons that I've seen for a very long time, and I could definitely see it staying in my load order for the foreseeable future. And if the customization wasn't enough of a reason to download this mod, then maybe the custom models, textures, sound and animations certainly will. Now at this point I would usually end off the video, but for this next mod it only seems right to take a look at it after taking a look at the QBZ, and that's because we're going to be taking a look at Radium Rifle QBZ191 Replacer. And of course, what this mod is going to do is replace all of the Radium rifles from Far Harbor with the QBZ. And just like all other weapon replacer mods, all parts on the QBZ will be completely random. Also, with this mod downloaded, you're going to have the added benefit of this weapon using .45 ammo. And with that, that's going to wrap things up for this mod, and the video for that matter. I hope you all enjoyed the mods here today, and if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you all in the next video.